I talked about it briefly. This is probably going to be a quick episode. The All NBA teams were announced, and there were some that I obviously I did mine before they came out, probably a couple weeks before they came out. There were some that I had correct. There were some that I predicted right, and there were some that I didn't. And I'm not saying that my thing was law. My thing should have been what was, no. I think there was, this year more than ever, there were a multitude of players that should have made it, that didn't, and there was a multitude of players that should have made it that did. So shouts out to everyone that made it. And while I'm talking about the All NBA team, this part right here is kind of more specific to the All Defensive team. When the NBA announced that, I guess starting this year, the awards were going to be positionless, meaning it doesn't matter the position that you are. If you're the best at whatever the category is, you have a good shot of being on the team. When they announced that, I said, oh, okay. I think that gives them an opportunity to get it right. That allows the NBA to say, hey, it doesn't matter if you're a guard. It doesn't matter if you're big. If you deserve to be on the All NBA first team, if you deserve to be on the All Rookie team, if you deserve to be on the All Defensive team, you're going to be on it. And while I appreciate that and I love that, what I hope is, let me say this, what I hope is, and what happened this year to me was the fear that I have. My fear is that now that it's gone positionless, people get lazy. Voters get lazy. And what I mean by that is you start putting people in because of name or because they have more of a avalanche of press, an avalanche of popularity, so they get scooted in more than others. You saw that, to me, clear as day in the all defensive teams. The all defensive first team is Bam Adebayo, Anthony Davis, Rudy Gobert, Herb Jones, and Victor Wembanyama. All of which are incredible defenders. All of which deserve to be on an all defensive team. But do you see an issue with that first team? I'll read it to you again. Bam Adebayo, Anthony Davis, Rudy Gobert, Herb Jones, Victor Wembanyama. Do you see the commonality of this team? For the people that don't, they're all bigs. There is not a guard in sight. And to me, when you're talking about defense, bigs kind of get a lack of a better term, a pack-a-punch. For people that play Call of Duty, if you don't know what pack-a-punch is, it's like when you play zombies. There's a section where you can put whatever gun that you have, you can put it in a pack-a-punch. You can put it in like a lottery type situation, and you can get a stronger gun. You can get a better gun. It's pretty much an enhancement for the gun. Well, when you look at bigs, they already have an advantage as far as rim protecting. They already have an advantage. You're already close to the rim. You're already taller than guards. So you have an advantage of playing defense. I'm not saying that, just because you're big, you're a great defender. That's obviously not true if you want to look at Nikola Jokic. But what I'm saying is there's a lot of advantages, physical advantages that bigs have that guards don't. And I think that it was so lazy for the NBA to put all bigs on the first team. To me, it's just, again, I love the fact that the NBA is going to positionless, because to me, that allows players that may deserve to be on the first team, may deserve to be on the second team, they get that opportunity. They just don't have to get, brought down because there's already 2 guard slots. There's already 2 big slots. But I just do not want this award to get lazy. And to me, that was lazy. Again, shouts out to every single person that was on the all defensive team. Every single one. But you're telling me that Bam Adebayo, who deserved to be on the defensive team, had a better defensive year than Jaden McDaniels, who was on the second team? You're telling me that Anthony Davis, who had a really good defensive year, had a better defensive year than, let's say, Alex Caruso? Or that's another thing. The second team was Alex Caruso, Drew Holiday, Jaden McDaniels, Jalen Suggs, and Derek White. You know what they all have in common? They're guards. So what they essentially did was all first team were bigs, all second team is guards. To me, that can't be, because especially when you're talking about money and especially when you're talking about incentives, some of these players have incentives to be all NBA or all defensive first teams. And what this is showing you is, if you're not a big, I don't know, bro. I don't know. I just do not want this decision process to get lazy, and that's what it seems like it did. Again, and it also, I know it sounds like I'm hating, and I know it sounds like I'm not happy for everyone that won. I think that Bam, Anthony Davis, Rudy Gobert, Herb Jones, Victor Wembanyama, all incredible defenders and deserve to be on an all defensive team. But I just don't want it to get every year you look in all first teams is just bigs, because again, they have a decisive advantage playing defense than a guard. Not to mention the fact of the best players in the leagues, or let's say the toughest guards in the league, are usually guards. Like, think about it. One night, think about this 5-game stretch, right? One night, Alex Caruso, your matchup is Steph Curry. Then the next night, your matchup is Kyrie Irving. Then the next night, your matchup would be Damian Lillard. Then your matchup could be Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Then your matchup can be Devin Booker. Do you understand? And then if you want to go back to that, let's look at Rudy Gobert. And I don't want to single you out, but it is what it is. In that same matchup, right? In those same matchups, Rudy Gobert would have to go against who? Kevon Looney. Then he have to go against Derek Lively or Daniel Gafford. Then you have to go against Brook Lopez, who's good. Then you'd have to go against Chet Holmgren, who was good. Then you'd have to go against, who did I say? Nurkic. So who do you think is tougher? Steph Curry or Kevon Looney? Who do you think is tougher? Kyrie Irving or Derek Lively? Who do you think is tougher to guard? That's where. Who do you think is tougher to guard? Damian Lillard or Brook Lopez? Who do you think is tougher to guard? Shai Gilgeous-Alexander or Chet Holmgren? Who do you think is tougher to guard? Devin Booker or Yusuf Nurkic? Again, I'm not taking away from any of the bigs. But let's be fair about this. Let's not be lazy. That's the only issue that I have. Positionless awards allows laziness, because it's easy to just have 5 bigs. Oh man, you stayed to the end of the video. I appreciate you. If you like what you saw, be sure to hit that subscribe button so you'll never miss any content from your boy. You can also go back and watch past episodes, past clips, and don't forget that the Unpopular Podcast, new episodes drop every Wednesday and Saturday. Appreciate you.